Good morning, good morning. It's the Last Minute Laura show. Good morning, good morning. Hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Last Minute Laura Morning Show. For those of you who are new here, I'm Laura. This is Last Minute Laura Morning Show. We get together Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays to hang out, get our day started, and hold each other up when we're having a hard time holding ourselves up. At least that's what it's been lately. I really appreciate you guys staying positive with me, or staying positive while I can't. I'm going through a bit of a rough time, but I'm feeling optimistic this morning, which is always good. And let me say hi to everybody in the chat before we get started on what we're going to do today. By the way, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, and if you're not new, don't forget to like the video. Okay, let me have a look. Happy Thanksgiving to all of my American friends, by the way. Candace, good morning. Happy Thanksgiving. Louisa, good morning. Nice to see you. Frida, good morning, or good afternoon, I suppose. And let me have a look. Who else is here? Brittany's here too. Good morning. Lovely to see you. Who else? Mary Grace. Hi, Mary Grace. And Alex, good morning. And Slinky, good morning. Lovely to see you all this morning. Did I miss anyone? If I missed you, I'm sorry. Come on in though. Take your shoes off. Get comfortable. Let's just hang out. I have been going through the ringer, as you guys know. Yesterday, I was in such a negative Nelly mood. Same with the day before. I'm feeling a lot more empowered, and I'm feeling a lot more, I guess I want to say aware of what's going on around me. It's been a lot of poor me, but I think there's a lot more going on than I really expected when I made the decision to come. So anyway, knowing that, I feel a little bit softer in terms of how my feelings have been manifesting. I'm feeling a little bit softer about it. I do have some breakfast because I was a little late this morning. I took a shower and put a middle part in. My hair's long enough for a middle part. By the way, also, yes, of course, all of the lurkers are welcome. Good morning, Claudia, and happy Thanksgiving. Have you looked up, so to speak? Kinda, yeah. It feels just like all of this is going to be part of the big story that Alex and I are creating together. You know what I mean? This sucks, but everybody else's story is also still happening, and I'm not the main character. So it feels like a lot of stuff is happening to me, but a lot of stuff is happening to other people around me as well. Do you know what I mean? So it's just like I'm starting to feel, good morning, Melanie. I'm starting to feel a little bit like I'm still having a difficult time for sure. Hey, Hannah. But I'm trying to look at it through the lens of like, everybody's having a tough time. It's not easy. What's happening now in my sphere isn't easy for anyone in my sphere. It's not easy for any of the family members. It's not easy for me. It's not easy for, like, it's just a lot is going on, and I can't explain all of it, as you guys might understand, because of family privacy and stuff. But, hey, Rebecca, good morning. It's just, I feel like a little bit more, I guess, empathetic or open to the fact that I jumped into an already started story, as opposed to my story brought me here. I'm living in my grandpa's house, by the way, for those of you that don't know. Alex and I, we lived on a farm. Our farm got sold. We moved in with my grandpa as an in-between between getting a new place. We were going to just rent a new place, but he invited us to live here. So we said, heck yeah, we'll live here in between finding a new place. We were going to wait until spring to find a new place. And now it's kind of jumped up to like December. So we might be finding a new place in the next week. If not, then it'll be January, which is very stressful. And I'm still totally stressed about that. But I'm aware that, again, I jumped into a different story that was already in process, where I thought my story was, do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? At least that's how I'm feeling today. I might be crying on stream tomorrow, so like don't hold it against me. But that's where I'm at. This is just a chapter, girl. Exactly, Candace. It's a tough chapter, that's for sure. Melanie, good morning. Did I say good morning? Starting turkey soon. Please remember to like the video on the way in. Thanks, Mary Grace. Yeah, totally. Everybody like the video. And if you're lurking in the background, not in the chat, if you subscribe to the channel, then you're eligible to chat in the chat. So subscribe and like the video. Good morning, Lita. Laura, I'm sorry things are not going well. Sending you the best vibes. Thanks, Lita. Things are not going well. But that doesn't mean things are ending. It does. I'm not dying. I'm not suffering in an unmanageable way. I'm obviously everything's gonna be okay. By the way, though, I am eating my breakfast before we get started on working on some stuff, but I have a lot to show you guys because my little sister, I went over to her house yesterday. Pretty sure that's gonna be the regular is me going and hanging out with her after work every day. But yes, I'm having mini wheats. I'll show you up close. They've been sitting in milk a little while, so they might not look quite as delicious as they do when you first put them in the bowl, but I like them anyway. Let me just take a bite before I keep talking. So good. Hey there, Surinder. Oh, I just poured milk on myself. So, I was at my sister's. So that is what mini wheats look like. Is there sugar on them? This is what a mini wheat looks like. It's like a sugary thing on top. This side's been sitting in milk, so it's soft, but they're like shredded wheat. Excuse me. Sorry, headphone users. Oh, that wasn't ready to be eaten. It didn't have enough milk. Choked on it. Just a sec, I want to find a sweater to be wearing so that I'm wearing something handmade. I haven't worn this in a while. Do you like my pants? My mom got me these pants and they're blue leopard print and they are a bit much and I love them. There. Now I have a handmade on. There's got to be a handmade on every day, am I right? Okay. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I went over to my sister's house again last night and had Taco Bell for dinner. I do like your pants, thanks, Frida. Had Taco Bell for dinner. I'm going to be going over to her house probably every night after work just to avoid stress and conflict. I would like to avoid conflict at all costs. So that's what I'm going to do. But my little sister, yesterday, she has a yarn stash too. She has a mother-in-law who knits, so she gets hand-me-down yarn you know, we all have a yarn stash, and when someone comes over and says, I like that yarn, you're like, here, please have it. I bought it and I didn't make anything with it. Or at least that's how I am. And it's how my sister is. So her mother-in-law gave her all of this yarn. She is using what she likes from it, but she has a whole bunch of things that she doesn't really care about in the yarn. So she said, I'm gonna make your day, because I was having a really hard day yesterday. And I said, how? How could you make my day right now? And she brought out this whole big bag of yarn and said, take all of it or whatever you want out of this bag. So I took a few things and I want to show you what they are because way to go, Julia. She's one of us. She absolutely is. It's Malaysia. You're 10 p.m. in Malaysia. Well, welcome from Malaysia. I'm in Southern Ontario. Yes, Julia definitely has been a really good rock for Alex and I through this. She's invited us over. She's invited us to stay with her if we need somewhere to stay overnight. And she also has... We're going there for dinner again tonight. She's making some... What is she making? I don't have my phone with me, but she texted it. One second, let me just look, because it was actually a really tasty looking tasty looking meal. But she... Oh, that's frustrating. it doesn't show up on my computer, only on my phone. I have a Apple stuff. I thought it would show through. What are you growling? Oh, you want your mini wheat? When we eat mini wheats, Thunder gets one mini wheat. There's your mini wheat. Careful, jeez Louise. He doesn't have any front teeth, so I'm not worried about my fingers. But still. You like that? Here's your other mini wheat. Here. You gotta get it. There you go. Anyway, I want to show you the yarn that she gave me because we're gonna have to figure out what to do with it because, you know, when you get new yarn, you get new inspiration. This, I don't know, I saw this and I thought that the first thing I thought was Frida would like this one, and I don't like it. I like it on camera though. Ooh, that looks like a really beautiful dark eggplant purple. It's a little brighter and more direct purple. No one, Thunder, run, give food now. Yeah, good morning, Oracle, by the way. Here is the color of this yarn. I thought that Frida would like it. What do you think? It's the first thing I thought was, this is one of those colors that I can see Frida liking. I feel like I can taste the colors that you like now, Frida. And then I picked up a couple. It looks a bit tonal. Yeah, I think that it's, well, they're all wool, so that's a good thing, because you know I like wool. There's a couple that are really pretty. These two are kind of, I want to say they're like heathered, but not really. They don't have any names for colors on them, but they're both made in Canada. Excuse you, you don't get to bark for snacks. That's so rude. Go lie down. Go. Go away. Just barked at me for another mini wheat. Who does he think he is? Go lie down. Go. You only get one mini wheat. Go. You're gonna get overweight if you have more mini wheats. You're not even supposed to have one mini wheat. I give it to you because of that face. Anyway, he's Lord Thunder. Anyway, here are two other colors that I really liked. Honestly, it was less about the, also there were onion skins in the bag, so I think it was like a grocery bag before, so if you see things falling off of the yarn, it's little bits of onion skins. Anyway, I don't know if I like the colors, or if the fact that they were wound up as skeins made me think I like the color. Do you know what I mean? Like, when a yarn is wrapped this way, I'm like, ooh, fancy yarn. So I saw them and I was like, ooh, fancy yarn. They're both 100 grams, 2-ply, 195 meters. And I don't know what I'm going to do with them because they are, that's not enough to make a sweater. It's enough to make something. But what do you think? I know skeins are nice. Don't you think they're like, it makes it feel like way fancier. But I kind of like, this one feels like old-fashioned, but I really like this color on its own. It's like denim, but I think it's really pretty. So we're gonna have to figure out what to do with these, which is exciting. And then I have two more. This one, I just liked it because it was called Icelandic wool, Elenka Icelandic wool. It's from Manitoba, Canada, so it's not Icelandic wool, but that's something funny in my opinion. It says Brandon, Manitoba, Canada, a product of White Buffalo Mills, but it says Elenka, Canada's Icelandic type yarn, pure virgin wool. It's not virgin wool if it's dyed though, is it? Anyway, here's the color. It's like a beautiful cranberry. And again, there's not enough to do anything major with, but you see it's like so loosely spun and there's still the white hairs in there too. It made me really like it. So I don't know what I'll do with it, but I like it. Did I miss somebody coming in? Hold on. Oh, Vanessa's here too. Hello, Vanessa. Those are so nice. Love the colors together. Thank you. I think that they're pretty too. Now I want to buy yarn. Well, now I don't have to buy yarn from Deprived Ewes. Lol, not quite an it girl. Hello, good morning. Nice color, nice color. Hi, Yan, good morning. Very virginal wool. Yes, indeed. We don't get this kind of yarn here. No? What do you get there? This is the last kind, and this one is undyed, which is what made me very excited about it, because it's not dyed. This is the color of the sheep. The sheep that it came from was like a black and gray sheep. This is like 3 or 4 skeins of yarn put together, but I really like this dark charcoal gray with like white. Do you see all the little white flecks, little hairs? It's kind of like dark gray. So I like it because it's not dyed, which I think is very exciting to use. And I don't know what I want to make with this. This one, there's a good chunk of it, and these are all close in weight, but they're not the same weight. Like this is like, you can see. It's like this one is more loosely spun, and this one's more tightly spun and a little bit chunkier. So it's not like I can use them all for the same project, but I want to do something with this one. This one is something I want to play with, and I'm excited to play with. Another ball that she gave me was this red one, also wool. I'm going to show you. There's a few more balls from the day before yesterday. When I went over to her house, she gave me a couple other balls of yarn. So let me grab them and I will show them to you. I love yarn. I seriously love yarn. I love yarn. I love yarn. These are, those colors are super pretty. I love them. Hey Brittany, good morning. Did I say good morning to Aditi? Hi Aditi. I love undyed wool. Not quite an eighth girl. So do I. Aditi, I'm all right. Honestly, in the greater scheme of things, I'm amazing. I'm healthy. I'm safe. I'm doing what I love. I have a supportive partner that I love, and I have a supportive community who I love. So I'm doing great. On the small scheme of things, I'm literally in the worst place of my life. But on the grand scheme of things, everything's going to be okay. Virgin wool means it's not recycled, which was very common historically, but we don't really recycle wool like that anymore, so the virgin is moot. Right, because, yeah, you'd have to collect old wool, I suppose. That makes sense. Good support. Agreed. And you have all of us who love you. Exactly, Candace, and that helps me an awful lot through this time. I'm so jealous. I wish my sister had yarn to give me. I know, right? And these are all, are these ones wool too? One sec. This one's made in France. It's 55% wool, 45% acrylic, and there's a whole bunch of balls of this cream color. So I'm thinking that I'm gonna do something with, like, I'll make a sweater out of this, but it'll be 2-ply, so this plus another thing. And you have a pup who wants to sit in your lap. I do, but he can't. I am doing something. I actually, do you mind if I just tidy myself up here for a second? Because there's something else I want to show you yarn-wise, and it's, to me, exciting. So you remember I was telling you how my friend Cassia was making a sweater, and I said I would try to finish it for her because I want to learn to knit, and it's a very easy knit sweater pattern. But I don't want to knit a whole sweater right now, and all she had left to knit was the sleeves. So I said, give me the bag of, like, stuff that you have, and I will do my best to try. And there's no rush on it, so it's good. That's, like, my vibe. I don't really like, if there's a time limit on it, I'm more stressed when it comes to something I don't know, because I don't know knitting very well. Or I'm not a strong knitter just yet. Okay, I've made a little bit of room. I want to show you what the sweater looks like, because it's so pretty. Can I be honest with you? I don't want to wear this vest anymore. I know I put it on, but I don't want to wear it. And I want to wear something else. So just hold on. Sometimes my life does this to me. Ooh, I haven't worn this in a long time. Also a vest. One of Alex's. Oh, I love this one. I forgot how much I love this sweater vest. Okay, let me get back in here. Gosh, I'm feeling so much more, like, alive than I was yesterday. Okay, so these are the colors. This is her color palette. She has, like, maybe 6 colors that she wears, genuinely. She doesn't watch the stream, so I can make fun of her. But her color palette is light gray, millennial pink, like white, and like tan. She's like all of her clothes are pretty because she knows exactly what she should wear. or what she likes to wear. So I just want to show you what she has. Well, that looks like a, oh no, that's one of the panels for the front panel. So it's a cardigan, but I want to show you because she knitted this all by herself. So here is the front panel. It's a 2x2 rib at the bottom, and then just a basic knit stitch. Looks very nice. And then it's a cardigan, so there's going to be 2 panels. It's very small, it needs blocking, so I'll do the blocking for her because she doesn't have a blocking mat. But it's going to be a cardigan, and my job is the sleeves. The size of the needles are this. She thinks. She was like, they were close to the project, so I think those are the right needles. They might not be. We'll see. And I was like, imagine, your sweater's going to have different arms than the body, but who cares? Anyway, those are the colors. I'm excited. Dusty Rose. Yeah, Dusty Rose is also nicknamed Millennial Pink. I don't know if that's just near me that it's called that, but Millennial Pink is what that color is also called. Yes, Dusty Rose is, if you were doing it in the late 80s, early 90s, you'd call it Dusty Rose, but if you're doing it in the 2010s, 2015s, then it would be Millennial Pink. It's the same color. All right, I'm just gonna put these yarns away. Oh gosh. I have a huge bruise on my thigh, like right here, and it's almost the size of my whole hand. Okay, right, Candace, right, I would call it Dusty Rose, yes. That's totally a Thanksgiving vest, Laura, you think so? Nice colors for fall. I think Pantone called it Millennial Pink when it was their color of the year. Okay, so that could be why in my head it's called Millennial Pink now. I know, I think that sounds like it makes sense. Okay, so the place we saw yesterday, let me tell you about it. Let me take a bite of breakfast first, because there's almost no milk now because it's absorbed all the milk, which is fine, but now it's kind of like a weird porridgey mush, so just bear with me. Bruise buddies. Yeah, Frida. My thighs are always bruised. Just forever. That's just who I am. Oh, I forgot. I found my crochet hooks, but they're in my bedroom. I'll be right back. Just talk amongst yourselves. Okay, so, sorry, I found my larger crochet hooks. They were just in my purse and I found them yesterday. I prefer when the shredded wheat gets mushy. It still tastes good, totally. I don't like it when it's dry, that's for sure. I don't like crunchy mini wheats, but I don't know if I want it when it's like all the way mushed. Frida, she's dreaming about you. Our dogs dream about us. Did you know that? Okay, what should I make? I should make the granny squares that I have to make. I should be a responsible YouTuber and do what I have to do. Okay, so house yesterday. Thunder, go lie down. Go lie down. Go. Go on. My color palette is black and more black. There you go. Granny squares. Yeah, apparently dogs look at us the way we look at them. Like they love us lots. So when they're dreaming about things that they love, which is you. Me when I was emo. Okay, let me just start my granny square before I describe. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Slip stitch to the first stitch. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. I might be filming this tutorial today. I need to film 2 more tutorials this week or next week. And then I will be done my tutorials for 2021. I will have all of my tutorials for 2021 filmed. Can you believe that? Last Minute Laura is almost a full month ahead in terms of filming. Oh, I hope so. We had a lovely walk in the forest and she did a great recall. Oh, so she probably is imagining you being like, good girl, Millicent. Whoa, my mom got me a Ferrero Rocher advent calendar. Oh my god, that's amazing. Delicious. I love Ferrero Rocher. Toblerone, Ferrero Rocher, and Terry's chocolate oranges. Those are like my go-tos. Okay, so let me tell you about this apartment we went to see. Abigail, good morning. Nice to see you. So we went to this apartment downtown, like downtown. So not like there's families there, but there's also, it's a lot of houses that have been split into apartments. And this was the main floor of a house, so it included everything on the main floor and the basement, 1 and 2, but it was kind of in an industrial area. Like it was a neighborhood, but what the backyard backed up onto was like a car garage for repairing cars. And there were a few industrial businesses around the area. Like Alex and I drove around the area to see like what was around. Also, we went and saw the place at 7:30 at night. So sun's already down, businesses are already closed. And we were like, is that sketchy that they're showing it at night? Is it because they're trying to hide how loud the noise is in that place during the day? And I asked the landlord who was showing it to us, 1, 2, 3, and he said, oh no, it's pretty quiet during the day, and I can't be sure, so we're gonna try going back during a daytime to see how the vibe is. But it was a nice-ish place. I mean, it was kind of like, it was obviously an apartment, so that in my experience means like everything was done, but it was slapped together. Do you know what I mean? Like it's like when you move out of an apartment, like in an apartment building, they'll like refinish the floors between tenants, but they don't clean it well before refinishing. So when you look at the floors, there will be like, the floor is polished, but there will be like hair underneath the polish. Just that kind of, not, it doesn't matter. It's just, I'm trying to give you an idea of what it looked like. There were some good windows. There was a faint odor that I couldn't place, which, you know, not ideal. The place was under budget, but with the utilities ended up being about right at our budget, which is good, but not really great because we can't really save money if we pick that place. Location-wise, it's okay. It's close enough to people that I care about that I'm willing to handle where it is located. Not a great area for walking around at night, but how often do I really walk around at night? You know what I mean? So the apartment itself was pretty nice. It was, like I said, the main floor of a house, so had a kitchen, a little living room. The kitchen had a space for a kitchen table, so no dining room, but a kitchen with a space for a kitchen table. And then it had 2 bedrooms, which is great because Alex and I need 2 bedrooms. We used to only need 1 bedroom because Alex went into work, like when he worked at an office. That way the living room was my office, but now we need 2 bedrooms because he works from home, so he needs a home office as well. Right, you need to save money if you eventually want to move on. Exactly, Frida, and I don't want to be stuck somewhere for more than 1 year because it's so close to our budget. And I'm still holding out a lot of hope for, we have a place that we're going to see on Friday. So this place was okay. I did like that it was on the main floor of the building, so like moving in and out isn't going to be super difficult. As opposed to a lot of these walk-ups, it's like the 2nd floor unit that we are going to be checking out. Like the one on Friday is the 2nd floor of a house. Oh. But it did have a really nice backyard, and it had a really nice like front and back patio, which was cute. Like a porch, I guess it's a porch. You haven't seen the barn place yet. No, I haven't seen the barn place yet. For those of you that are like, what are you talking about? My mom has a friend, her friend has a friend, and there is a barn that was built on a area of land that was built first before the house. So the people who were building their house on that land made an apartment upstairs in their barn, a full apartment. It's not like we'll be living in a haystack if we choose that one, but a 1-bedroom apartment to live in while they were waiting for their house to be built. And now their house is built, so they've moved out of the apartment and into the house. So I think the barn isn't an animal barn. I think it's like a barn for storage. Like it's like, I don't know how to explain it in a way that, I call it a McMansion, which is like when you buy a plot of land out in the country and build a huge house on the plot of land, build a barn, have all the things like for a farm, but not really the intention of being a farmer. You know what I mean? So that's sort of a vibe. So I think that they're not country folks per se. I think that they might be city folks who moved out to the country, which is fine. That would probably mean that the apartment is pretty nice. Downside of that apartment, it's a 1-bedroom. So unless it's got a really good amount of space, like if it's the whole top floor of a barn, that could be a pretty good amount of space. You know what I mean? Like imagine a barn. I mean, I'm imagining like a pretty big barn in my head. I'm not imagining like a teeny tiny old fashioned barn, because the barn was built new also. So there's that, which is good. And since it was built new, there won't be issues with pests because, you know, like an old barn's gonna have mice in it and stuff like that. And that's not a problem. I'm comfortable managing mice in an old house because I've lived in old houses before, and I've managed with mice before. Getting rid of them, I should say. I don't live with them comfortably. That's the best way to get a new place, a friend of a friend of a friend. Yeah, well, if that place is big enough for Alex and I to somehow have our own spaces in, you could have a bed in the main room and Alex could work in the bedroom. Frida, that's not a bad idea, actually, because we were trying to think outside the box, like how you mentioned screens, right? Claudia, I love when you crochet. I know you do. We were thinking like screens for dividers, but totally, we could have an open concept like a loft, like have the bed in the main space and put a screen near that and then have the main living room. Because like Alex and I don't entertain. We don't have people over. We've never had the trouble of, oh no, Laura's office is in the living room. What are we going to do with people? Also, we don't have any furniture now. We have no furniture. We've gotten rid of all of our furniture because we thought we were going to live here for 6 months. Before moving into something more permanent where we would have saved money for 6 months so we could buy a little bit of extra furniture. We got rid of all of our furniture, donated it all. So if we move somewhere that has a lot of floor space but we don't know what to do with it, well, we're moving in with just a bed. In fact, we'll be moving in with just a mattress because our bed won't make it through another move. When we put our bed together moving here, it told us this is the last assembly that I will handle. So we're going to be having to get a bed and all of our furniture again. Bit expensive, not ideal. Not going to think about it. Not going to think about it. That's not something to get stuck on right now, Laura. But if the space is big enough, yeah, like a studio apartment, Marshall. But like a studio apartment, if it's big enough, then okay, but if it's a small space, I don't think we could manage it because, like, we still, like, it's still, my stuff takes up a lot of space, all of my yarn, all of that stuff. I gotta get up and help my dad with food prep. Enjoy, Mary Grace, peeling potatoes, and I don't know what else food prep you need to do. Peeling potatoes for sure. A friend of mine, Frida says, had a bed in the living room with a bookcase dividing the space, and their baby had the room. Yeah, that works. Have a lovely day, everyone. See you tomorrow. Bye, Mary Grace. Have a great rest of your day. Happy Thanksgiving. So yeah, if that space is large enough square footage wise, then we can talk about how we would manage. I'm guessing it's going to have good lighting because it's the upstairs of a barn. The information I've been given is that it's expensive utilities because the heat in the house is electric heat. In the apartment is electric heat. So I don't know what that means yet. I haven't talked to the owners to see what that means in terms of monthly bills. But the place that we just checked out, the utilities are separate from the rent, but paid to the landlord still. So it's not like we're paying our own bills. It's like an additional $120 is what the utilities are. I don't know why they just didn't include that in the price of the rent. Not important, just kind of a thing that I was like, why didn't you just put the price of the rent plus $120 and say utilities included? But that would be us living still in the country, like in the area that we lived before, where the farm is maybe 10-15 minutes away from our old place. So we would still be out in the country, which would make me really happy. But it doesn't feel realistic. I don't know why. It just doesn't. I feel like Alex and I are going to have to live at least a year in the city. It's just a feeling in my gut. I'm really hopeful about this place on Friday because it's under budget, it includes utilities, and it is on the second floor of a house, which is not great, but it's pretty close to my best friend Cassia's house and pretty close to my sister's house, which is like, if I can't be out in the country, at least I can be close to the people that I like. So that is kind of where we're at in terms of the house hunt. Obviously, we're looking at new places every day. I did message another, oh, I do have my phone here. I messaged another place last night. Actually, why don't we check together if they replied? They did not yet reply. That's okay. It's first thing in the day. Okay, hold on a sec. I just need to, what was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I was gonna check what my sister said she was gonna make for food, because she told me. Cheesy ground beef quesadillas. That's what's for dinner tonight. Have a look first, you never know. Exactly, Frida. I'm keeping an open mind. And my little sister, the saint that she is, she and her husband, they have a little house. And it's, I don't know, it's like, it's not quite in the city, it's like in a suburb. It's a nice little house. And she offered for Alex and I to come stay with her while we are looking for another place. And my older brother also called me and offered the same thing, which was really nice. Both of them are like, their houses are like, that would be a stretch for them as well, to have two people, a dog and a cat, coming into the space. But the point is that it made me feel very supported and loved by my immediate family. And my little sister was like, come sleep over whenever you want to. Also, you can stay here until you find a place, no problem. And we were saying like, I don't know, it's just a lot. It just feels like a lot. That was kind of your siblings. Yeah, totally, Vanessa. My siblings are good people. So it was really kind of them. And I appreciate it, but I don't want to do it. I think that Alex and I might stay over a couple of nights at my sister's house just to, you know, avoid conflict. That is the only way I can put it. But my brother lives very far away, so it would be a bit of a stretch for everybody if we were out there. But so nice to hear. Totally, Frida. Exactly. Oh, fun fact, Frida says, Sweden has a female prime minister for 7.5 hours. Now we don't have any prime minister at all. She will, in all likelihood, be reelected. Why do you have no prime minister at all now? Did she get unprime ministered? It's holiday, so maybe that's why they haven't replied. Well, we're in Canada, Marshall, so it's not a holiday here. Thanksgiving for us is in October, so happy Thanksgiving to you in the States, but here in Canada, it's not a holiday today. It's just an average Thursday. So it's not a holiday. So reply to me, apartment people. Anyway, so yeah, the house hunting continues a lot sooner than we expected, a lot of anxiety around it. My heart palpitations are on and off now because I have my panic pills, which is not what I want to be using. Like my panic attack pills, I was off of them for over a year, and now I'm back needing to take them like every day, which is not ideal. There was a snag regarding the budget. Another party didn't agree, but they can't really do anything. They most likely just wanted to make a statement. Oh, okay. Marshall, that's right. Sorry, I wasn't thinking. It's, so now with that thought, they need to get on it. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. And this other house that Alex and I found last night, it's so nice. It's the main floor of a house. When I say so nice, I mean it's a house. It's like, there isn't actually, like, we were so spoiled with the last place we lived in. We were just insanely spoiled. It was the best house ever. It was the best house ever. We're gonna, everything we pick, when I say it's good, it's awful in comparison to our other place, because our other place was amazing. I know Alex and I will find happiness wherever we end up. I know that we will, hold on, let me count my rows. 1, 2, 3, 4. I know that we'll find happiness wherever we end up. I know that we will make a home wherever we end up. But, oh my god, the farm was so amazing. It just, such a bummer. I have work from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. I'm so tired. It's not for another couple hours. RIP. Maybe you can take a nap until then. But this is such a stressful time. It's okay to take time to take them. Hold on. It's okay to take them to get through. But oh yeah, totally, Frida. I'm not like, I don't feel bad that I'm taking them. I feel bad that my life is in a situation where I can't manage my anxiety easily anymore, and where my body function anxiety is speaking up louder than my brain can quiet it. Like, I know I'm anxious. I know that I have to find a new, like, I know all the reasons, so can't my body just chill? Couldn't it just not? If I already understand why I'm anxious, why do I still have to have the heart thing? And why do I still have to feel like everything is crumbling? I'm sorry to hear you're having panic attacks again. Thanks. Stressful living situations are honestly horrendous. Yeah. Because you can't sleep comfortably. You can't get a good night's rest because you feel uneasy. You can't feel comfortable around. Like, there's certain places in the house that have now become off limits, which, again, not my house, not my rules, following the rules of the house, but, like, some of them are a little bit difficult to navigate. Like the kitchen. I don't know what am I gonna do there. So it's like that sort of stuff. There is a fridge down here and there's a freezer down here, but like there's not a stove down here. You know what I mean? So there's like things like that where it's just, it feels stressful and it feels prickly, and I don't know how to manage because it's not really, there's more going on than just what it feels like. Like, how I feel is not the only thing that's going on, you know? Melanie, in Canadian terms, it's the equivalent of the Liberals having a minority government with the Greens. Greens didn't agree with something and resigned, so it's good practice for the other government to also resign. Okay, cool, thank you. That makes more sense. I can imagine how you feel. I've been off my anxiety meds for 3 years now, and I wouldn't want to have to take them again. Well, yeah, like, once you're off of something, it's nice to be like, good, I'm managing. I'm not feeling bad that I have to take them again. It's just like, I felt good that I was managing. I could do my grounding things, I could do yoga, and I could chill myself out. And now it's like, I get into a panic and I can't turn it off, which is such a bummer because it's such a crappy feeling. It feels worse than being visitors. Yeah, totally, because we're not right now. That's not what's happening, or it wasn't meant to be what's happening. But like, without use of the stove or the just general, like, the kitchen, it makes it a little bit difficult to feel comfortable. But again, this situation is not a simple one. The situation I'm in isn't cut and dry, simple and obvious, because more is going on than what I thought was going on. Like, when I came here, when we agreed to move in, we didn't know anything beyond just what we knew, you know what I mean? And now we know there's more stuff happening, so it's changing how it's working, how we're figuring things out. So probably we will spend more money on takeout food for a little while. I'm constantly taking them, totally addicted. I need them to sleep or I will wake up in a full panic attack. Yeah, well, no problem. I'm just saying I got to a point where I was managing really well without them, and I stopped refilling my prescription, so I had none on hand, and then when I needed them, they weren't there, and that was very stressful for several days. Actually, it was a couple of weeks, because at first I didn't recognize it as I didn't recognize it as anxiety. I was thinking like I had a heart problem. But it was just my anxiety. So then I called my doctor, made an appointment, and she said, before we can have the appointment, I'll just write a prescription. We'll talk later, but you can have panic attack pills before then. So that's good. That made me feel a little less unsafe. Actually, this is the first time in years I can get some regular sleep. So thankful for them. And I do withdraw days. I hate those. Yeah, well, I'm taking them every day now because I wake up in a panic attack, which is not ideal. It's like the first 3 minutes of being awake are fine, and then as soon as I recognize what's going on in my life, I just like, my heart starts to do this thing that feels like I'm having a heart attack, and it feels very not good. It doesn't hurt, it just feels very not good. And then it feels like my heart is higher up in my chest, and then it feels like I can't get a full breath in. So I've been having to take them, and obviously I'll take them to avoid that feeling. That feeling is not something I want to try and manage with. It's like not, I can't imagine having to just be in this state. I'm sure I would start losing my hair and just my mind, basically. Oh, got a notice from the post that my order from the jewelry supply store is on the way. That's exciting, Frida. What did you order? Stones? Did you order more stones for your jewelry? 1, 2, 3. Anyway, though, I'm feeling supported by my family in this situation. I feel like everybody was surprised by what's going on, so I feel supported. I feel hella stressed, but also supported. So it's like I can share about my stress. It's not like I have to hide it and pretend I'm not freaking out. I can talk to my family and freak out to them, and they'll be like, yep, this is not great. So that's good. It makes me feel at least a little bit more secure in my insecurity. Oh no, I finished 6 rows, didn't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, one more. Frida, I was on the same way for 15 years. I can fully understand, totally support anyone who takes them. When I stopped and went through withdrawal, oh my god, I hate that for anyone. I had withdrawal from my birth control. Has anyone ever had that? Sorry, I didn't let my hair dry properly, so my curls are all weird. But yeah, I used the NuvaRing for like, I don't know, several years I was on the NuvaRing. Is my brush nearby? I want to brush my hair. Yeah, I used the NuvaRing for several years, and when I came off of it, the feelings were awful. And when I say, like, I couldn't touch my own boobs. I couldn't wear a bra. I had to wear loose t-shirts. That's how sensitive and painful my boobs were, and like that's not something that anyone told me would happen, and it's not something that I thought was a big deal. But that was the last birth control I was on before getting an IUD. I went off birth control for like several years, which risky. But yeah, the NuvaRing I had, and when I told my doctor, she was like, "Oh yeah, that can happen sometimes." And I was like, "I can't even wear a bra. My boobs hurt and my nipples hurt. Like there is no comfort. It's not like a little sensitive, it's like pain. And my actual boobs hurt. Like to touch any part of my boob was not ideal for me at the time. Do I look like the 70s or what right now? Look at this hair. It's like a full mullet, but I'm kind of like obsessed. I'm not obsessed. That was just the word that came to my mind. There. How cute. Anyway, yeah, total awful. I don't know if I would call it withdrawal, because that's not what it felt like. It was just I was in a lot of pain, and then my periods were really painful and very heavy, and it took like, I'm gonna say 6 to 8 months before my body was like stopped being strange. And my PMS was crazy. Like, I know people, I don't know what people think PMS is anymore, but like I get a little bitchy right before my period. It's just, I feel I have more emotions. Normally I don't notice I was being bitchy because I was getting my period until I get my period, and then I feel a little silly. But this was like, I would become a monster, and like, no thank you. It was not ideal. You so do, Laura, in such a good way. You look like you're on the cover of a crochet pattern. What is the 70s? How would they pose? Your hormones went super crazy. Like, super crazy, Brittany. Like, super crazy. Not fun. I hope that there are no side effects for when I take out my IUD, because currently I have an IUD, intrauterine device, I think, which is a still hormonal birth control, so it's still giving a little bit of hormones to my body, but it's way less for me to think about. Like, the NuvaRing was fine, like, manageable, but I love this. I really prefer an IUD so far over any other birth control that I've had, because pills are so hard for me to remember to take. I mean, maybe they wouldn't be anymore, because now I take like antidepressants and anti-anxiety pills, and I have to take those, so maybe I could remember to take the birth control pill, but the IUD is so much easier. I don't have to think about it. I just have to remember how many years I've had it, because eventually it has to get taken out. They'd pose like they were doing lunges, but being super happy about it. Yikes, I've taken birth control for 2 months now, and I feel so weird, like I'm switched off. I might try something else, but I'm not staying on these. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it made me feel switched off or on or anything like that, because I was young and not sexually active when I was on birth control, which, that makes sense. But I was taking it originally when I was like 15 in order to regulate my periods, because they weren't coming every single month. They would just skip 3 months and then they would come again. And so my doctor put me on birth control pills at 15 when I had not ever had sex. And I was on birth control all the way until I was like, I don't know, 20, 22 maybe? 23? I don't know how many years I've been off, but I know that it was, there was a long period of my life where pregnancy was not a risk, and yet I was on birth control. Let me see. I feel like the implanted device lasts longer, easier to transition, because it kind of tapers. It tapers? Oh, I didn't know that. Marshall, hold on. What did Marshall say? Yes, Frida, that's how I was. I had panic attacks daily, multiple times daily, and started having panic attacks at 5 years old, so I was excited to be able to feel somewhat in control for once. That's nice. They gave me a little card when I got my implant in my arm that told me when to get it out. Mine didn't do that. My doggo is advising he needs to go potty, so I'll be back. Sounds good, Brittany. Frida, Marshall, I've had panic attacks my whole life too. I just didn't know what it was. I was diagnosed autism generalized panic disorder at 30 and got medication then. That sucks. So you just struggled for a huge part of your life before realizing that there was, like, a reason? Frustrating for sure. Anyway, I don't know what I was talking about birth control about, but there's that. A card. That, yeah, right? I'm like, that wouldn't help me anyway, because a card would definitely go missing in a week. How long am I supposed to hold on to this card? Because I've already lost it. Anyway. So yeah, we're seeing another place tomorrow, and hopefully early next week we'll see another place, and hopefully one of those 3 places will be a place that we can call home so that we can get moved in there. I would ideally like to be out before. I don't want to have to wait until January 1st, so December 1st or December 15th. If it's December 1st, that is in 5 days, which is not ideal, but life is not always ideal, and it is a little bit overwhelming, and that is just the way it is. So hopefully we can find a place that works well. I got burned out at 25, and then every 6 months after that. Yeah, I bet. Anyway, what I do have to work on in the next couple of days is getting my tutorials filmed. I have 2 more tutorials to film. I filmed the arm warmers, I filmed the hat or bonnet. I need to film the Christmas stocking, and I need to film one more thing, and I haven't decided what I'm going to film yet. I might do the baby pants because I've already got the pattern written out. It's just the baby pants is going to take a long time. still so tired, I'm just not going through that again. I just want a calm life in the forest now. Yeah. I also just want a calm life in the forest now. But anyway, what I have to do though is get 2 more tutorials filmed before, I don't know, like next week. I have to get them done this week, next week, because then I have the rest of the time to edit them and get them put up. The next video that's coming out, by the way, friends, is the moving vlog. I still haven't figured out how to make it flow properly, so I'm still going back to it, and editing more, so hopefully I will figure that out today and get it uploaded so that it's ready for next week to come out. And then the video after that, I think, will be the bonnet, and I think we'll do the bonnet first. I'm calling it a bonnet. Is that wrong? The cottagecore hood hat thing? I don't know if that's the right name. Jenna, yo! Morning, Jenna. I love your crochet newborn mittens. Aw, thanks, Vanessa. I'm glad you like them. I'm glad they worked for you if you made them. 6 rows are done. Bottom buttonhole question. I have a cardigan with a stretched out buttonhole. How would I fix them? It's a knit with a stretched out buttonhole. Maybe you could take a yarn needle and, hold on. Okay, so imagine one of these is the buttonhole. Maybe you could take a yarn needle with some matching yarn and weave it around your buttonhole, like all the way around the hole, just wrap it around and then pull a little bit to tighten it in, and then just weave your end in and tie off. What do you think? How you doodling? Hey there, Jenna, long time no see. I mean, been better, but you know, life happens, even when you don't know it's happening. Oh. So here we are. Oh God. There we go. Much better. Okay, 1 more square done. Only several more to go. Let's count out how many squares I have. Question for the group. Does anyone else stop by their outdoor trash can on the way back from getting the mail? I get so much junk mail I don't even... Does anyone else stop by their outdoor trash can on the way back from getting mail? Yeah, literally every time we go get the mail. There is always so much spam, and I don't know why they keep giving it to everybody. It's such a waste of paper. Ah, the sound, sorry. I asked my GP to assess me for ADHD, but he told me to make another appointment. It's taken me 30 years to make the first one, so I guess I'll see him again when I'm 60. That's frustrating. My doctor, my family doctor, is also a psychologist, so she was able to do that test. 1, 2, 3, 4, but I was in university. 5. 6, 7, 8. 8 red ones. Need to make 2 more red ones. Jenna, so I wanted to say thank you for getting me into crochet. I'm now selling clothing at the same shop I sell my macrame in, and people are loving it. Oh, that's awesome, Jenna. That's awesome. Congratulations on getting it to the point where it's like a business. That's awesome. Congrats. The ADHD testing has gotten to be a pain since they rescheduled a lot of the medication. Oh, has it gotten to be a pain? Lucky for me that I got it early then. That's what we have a no-no sticker on our mailbox. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, putting a no flyers sticker might work. But for real, there's so much junk mail. Like, stop printing all of that junk mail. Nobody wants it. I mean, it must work because they do it, right? Like, it must get them sales because people keep doing it, right? My husband has ADHD and had the diagnosis since he was in elementary school. He stopped taking his meds for a few years and got a new doctor. Had to go through the whole testing process. Oh my god. That's frustrating. 1 and 2. That's a scary thought. Oh, excuse me. If I ever get a new doctor, having to go through it again to get my meds. I hope not. I hope that's not something that I would have to worry about. I shall sure do, same as my name and store. I have no junk mail sticker on my mailbox, so I just throw out the local paper that I don't read but can't get rid of. It was funny, he and the doctor doing the testing were talking and the doctor got distracted by something shiny out the window and my husband, oh god, both of them were like distracted. Both of them were showing their ADHD in the ADHD test. It's funny though, because the test for ADHD it's like a questionnaire that you fill out with your doctor. Your doctor asks you questions, you answer them, and then they determine a number based on your answers, like whatever, and then if you have a certain number or more, you have ADHD. If you have a certain number or less, then you don't, I guess. The doctor was like, oh, by the way, I'm ADHD too. Yeah, well, when I did my test, my doctor was like, you passed, and I was like, oh, really? And she was like, with flying colors, you have a very high mark. And I was like, oh, that's good. And she was like, no, it means you have ADHD. And I was like, oh, well, I knew that already, so there we go. And she was like, so did I, so does everyone. And I was like, what do you mean? She was like, honey, everyone knows, like, you've had ADHD. And then I talked to my mom, and she was like, you've had it for always. We just didn't want to have you medicated when you were a little kid. And I was like, okay, well, cool, thanks. It's been such a struggle lately. I don't think I've gotten worse. I just think having a kid means a lot of the workarounds I created are no longer feasible. Oh, true. That's stressful. And being home all the time means I've forgotten how to cover it up. You know what I mean? Yeah. The one had to do, hold on. Sorry, I can't read and crochet. The one he had to do was a computer test, and they have to get a certain amount of data to say yay or nay. Yeah, for mine it was like a 1, 2, 3. It was like a 6-page questionnaire that the doctor filled out, but she asked the questions and I would answer. Like, often, not, or always, often, sometimes, rarely, never, like that kind of an answer. And each answer had a like numeric value. So since it was like, how often do you find yourself interrupting people? Often. How often do you find yourself getting distracted and leaving your seat while at work? Always. What do you mean? I'm thinking ADD is worse than ADHD because I can't concentrate and I have no energy, so sluggishly distracted. I think ADD and ADHD have been put together into one thing now. Like when I was asking if I had ADD to my doctor, she said to me that it's all called ADHD now. Which is interesting because, yeah, hyperactivity is not for everyone, but I don't know if it's called that. 6 pages, I did 8 hours. I have a 6-page diagnosis. Oh my gosh. Yeah, mine was 6 pages. It wasn't that big of a deal. But, it was worth it, and it helped me all the damn time. Yeah. Yes, congratulations, Jenna. That's exciting. I just found out there's a new place about an hour away that every Saturday they have it where you can set up and sell crafts and things like that. That's really cool. The test can take an hour or several hours. My husband took 2 tests, and the doc was like, oh yeah, we can get you your meds. There you go. I was already diagnosed generalized anxiety disorder, and I don't know how the depression is called. I don't know if it's called generalized depressive. It might be called something else, but depression and anxiety were way after ADD. But when my doctor told me, I was telling her like physical symptoms, and she was like, hun, you're depressed. That's how my doctor said it to me. And I was like, no, I'm not. And she was like, I think you're depressed. And then I was like, no. And she was like, okay, well, you know, if you change how you're feeling and you want to talk about it more, make another appointment. And eventually I made another appointment. I was like, I think I'm depressed. And she was like, and then we sorted that. Your doctor sounds amazing. She can be, but she can also be a little bit over prescriptive, I want to say. Like, you have a headache, here is a pill for that. It's like, sometimes I don't need that. Sometimes I need to just, like, I don't know. I need to know an exercise that's going to help. You know what I mean? Like, it's for her, it's usually a medication that she wants to help whatever the problem is. And sometimes I don't want a medication for what it is. It all is ADHD, but I'm definitely not hyper. Also, does anyone find it mildly ironic that the ADHD test is so long? I feel like that's part of the test. You can focus long enough to finish the test. Well, I didn't have to do the test. The doctor sat down and would read out the questions and take the answers for me. We did 8 hours of testing in 2-hour increments. Oh my god, 2-hour increments, and then you had to take a break? Or was it like a whole other appointment? Ugh. Oops, that's not what I need. Let's stop talking about anxiety. It's making me feel anxious. Laura, you could sell your creations. Yeah, but I don't create enough of anything. I'm more of a content creator than I am a things creator. Because I like making videos on what I make rather than making a bunch of what I make. Like, if I make a sweater, I don't want to make 5 of them, you know what I mean? At least that's what it feels like at this point with my yarny stuff. It was a whole other day. Oh god, that's so much. Getting my youngest evaluated next month for ADD. Well, I wish them luck. My parents, when I told my mom, I was like, yeah, I got diagnosed ADHD, and she was like, well, yeah. And I was like, what do you mean? She was like, we've all known you've had ADHD since you were little. Doctors and teachers had said, like, get her tested. But you weren't doing poorly in school, and you were definitely a distraction for other students, but like, you were doing really well, so we didn't want to change anything about you when you were doing okay. If you started struggling, then we were going to revisit, but you didn't struggle, you were okay. And I was like, lol. So a bunch of kids in classes around me were distracted, but my parents were like, well, that sounds like a them problem. Lovely. My doctor is the reverse. She'll ask me what I want her to do, and I'm like, I don't know, you're the doctor. Like, help. This is my symptoms, now what? That psychiatrist was fantastic. She only did testing. She was so fascinated by the results, I felt all special. Oh, that's cool. When they're interested in what's going on. Seems like, yeah. My surroundings were all like, no, there's nothing wrong with you. I had to show them the papers. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with you. Okay. You're right that there's nothing wrong with me, but there's definitely something about the way I process stuff that's different than the way that you process stuff. Vanessa, oh, I like that about your parents, Laura. Yeah, I'm happy they did that too, because I feel like I had my, I don't know, I didn't have anything to think about when I was a kid. It was just like, be a kid, and that was good. But at the same time, like, I know that it's different for girls and boys, how ADHD manifests. Like, boys can be really disruptive and, I don't want to use the word violent because that's not what it is. It's more just like disruptive. Boys can be like disruptive with ADHD, whereas girls are more likely to just be kind of flaky, and I was just kind of like a flaky kid, you know, staring out the window. Whereas boys will be more likely to interact and interrupt and disrupt classes. That's why, like, boys get diagnosed a lot more easily and more often, whereas girls are more likely to just be like staring at the window. Alex, I have a doctor like that, and I tell her what I want. I mean, my parents always thought that it's just Frida things in a good way. Frida is Frida, and that's great, so they didn't see anything wrong. Yeah, I mean, but it's true, right? There's nothing, like, wrong, that you just needed help to handle the, like, your panic. That's an off thing that you don't need to deal with, but, like, the fact that they thought that your oddities were just things about you, I kind of like that. That it was just what made you you. The only downside is that the panic part, you had to deal with, like, panic attacks when you were unable to recognize or correct for them. Life is such a weird thing. So many options, so many paths, so many things happen, and they just keep happening. Well, yes, it's not wrong, but I need help. Yes, I like that too. Yeah. Nothing wrong per se. You just process differently and need a little extra help in a certain area. Totally fine. Same. I think this was the last red one that I need to make. Hi all, good morning. Hi Rue, good morning. Yeah, Frida, often that's fine, but sometimes I just don't know what I need. It makes me feel bad that I don't know. Yeah, and also it's like, I'm coming to the doctor for help. Like, Frida, got signed up for your newsletter and joined your family here on YouTube. Oh, that's cool, Marshall, that's awesome. Happy Thanksgiving if you celebrate. Absolutely, Rue. Happy Thanksgiving to all of my American friends. For me in Canada, it is just a Thursday, but happy Thanksgiving to those of you who are doing family Thanksgiving things. What are you guys doing with your families today, those of you who are Americans? What's your family Thanksgiving tradition? Sorry, I'm just like distracted by my own hair. Yeah, what are your family Thanksgiving traditions? What are you doing today to make today special with your families? And or with your friends if you do Friendsgiving. Because we always, for Canadian Thanksgiving, we do a big dinner with turkey and either a roast beef or a ham and all the fixins, green tomato chow chow, cranberry sauce, gravy, mashed potatoes, sometimes scallop potatoes, mashed turnip, carrots and onions, and peppers usually, all roasted together, Yorkshire pudding, or biscuits, depending on how my mom feels that morning. Not visiting my toxic family, but visiting two friends' families. That's nice! Your Friendsgiving, that's what that one is. I'm really excited. This is the first time I've gotten to celebrate Thanksgiving on my own terms. That's awesome. I hope it goes well. I hope you're not called for any weird guilt trips today, because that would suck, and you don't need to. Don't pick up the phone for anyone toxic today, Rue. Alex, I usually had finished Google Diagnosed myself, and I'm usually right. Or, so far I've always been right. So I just find it easier. I think she does too. Lol, that's funny. Hello, I have autism. Please help me. Oh, it looks like you have autism. Let me help you. Hello, I have panic attacks. Please help me. Marshall, there will be lots of new stuff on the shop soon. Very exciting, Frida. I'm doing a virtual Christmas market. Oh yes, on Instagram. Does anybody do anything weird for Thanksgiving that like only their family does or only you guys do? Great advice. I've already had my fill of weird texts. I'm over it. Yeah, definitely a good day to not engage. Especially if people drink on Thanksgiving. You don't need to add alcohol into that mix. Guilt and alcohol? No, no, no. So, what's the sitch? What's everybody else up to? Sorry I've been such a Debbie Downer lately. I have a lot of feelings. But I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you decided to hang out still, even though it's a lot of heavy feelings here lately. Oh. Rue, how do you not have an Instagram account? Everybody has an Instagram account. You need to get one just for ghosting, like a ghost Instagram account, just so you can look at stuff. You don't have to participate, just so you can log in and look at stuff. I'm getting ready to leave to go to my mother-in-law's. Cool, that's exciting, Marshall. I was there last night until 11. I did all the prep, 6 large onions, potatoes, and bell peppers. Working on Thanksgiving, Slinky. My job is so stupid. What are you doing? Oh, working on Thanksgiving. I see. I thought you meant like working on making Thanksgiving. Your job is stupid. You have to work on Thanksgiving. I'm sorry. Alex, you need to get an Instagram also. And Marshall, you did a whole bunch of prep, so you're going over today to get the cooking part finished. You guys need to get Instagram just so that you can see what other people are doing. You don't have to post anything. But everybody needs Instagram, don't you? I already have too many social media accounts. Oh, are you a youth, Rue? Are you a youth? You're a Snapchat generation? I don't have Snapchat or TikTok, so for me it's just Instagram, Twitter. I have Facebook. I don't look at Facebook, except now for frickin' apartments. I'm looking on Facebook Marketplace for houses. But I don't use Snapchat or TikTok. I would understand why you don't want an Instagram if you have Snapchat and TikTok, because that's a lot. Those are a lot. Plus, when I was a teen, I felt like Instagram would have just made me feel bad. Yeah, it used to do that for me. I don't feel that anymore. But it did definitely used to. I just unfollowed everyone who made me feel bad when I saw their page, and that helped. I'm very Instagram based. That's where my community is, and that's where I show what I do and my finished things. Totally Frida. No, I don't use Snapchat or TikTok, just Twitter and sometimes Tumblr or Reddit. Reddit's a good one. Tumblr, I haven't been on Tumblr in years, but I have a Tumblr for Last Minute Laura, and every time I post on Instagram, it posts to Tumblr. But I haven't looked at my Tumblr in years. But I know it's linked. I'm a youth, but not a youth. TM, yeah. Not a youth, not a youths, not one of the youths. But yeah, I haven't gone on Tumblr in years, but I used to have a Tumblr for when I was like, hated my body, and I would like do the thin inspiration. Ugh, so gross. And that was the last time I like actively used Tumblr, and then I set up to link my YouTube to my Tumblr, and then now whenever I post on Instagram, it posts on Tumblr. Today we will have ham, Marshall says, potato salad, macaroni salad, baked beans, dressing, gravy, rolls, corn, green beans. Delicious rolls. I love good rolls. Buns. Homemade buns are the best. Imagine you're like blowing up on Tumblr. Imagine, Slinky. I literally wouldn't even know. And I also don't even know any of the login or anything. It just posts from my Instagram. Like whenever I post on Instagram, it posts to Facebook, Twitter, and Tumblr also. Just because you can do that on Instagram. And imagine if I'm blowing up on Tumblr. No, if I was blown up on Tumblr, I would be blowing up here because people would be redirected back to here, wouldn't they? You'd think. Sadie went viral on TikTok. 3.3 million views. Wow, that's crazy. That is viral. Imagine 3.3 million people seeing something that you made. That's crazy. Tumblr is nice. It's kind of chill compared to other social media sites, since it's not really popular anymore. Yeah, so it's less toxic and aggressive. Ham, potatoes. I want potato salad. Potato salad's so yummy. Oh, macaroni salad is so good too. Cranberry relish, delicious. Baked beans, meh. That's how I feel about baked beans. Meh. Rolls, yes. Corn, yes. Green beans, yes. Okay, I want to come over for Thanksgiving. All of those things sound delicious. I only follow accounts that make me feel good. Frida, me too. That's what I do. Before, I was following all the accounts in my like theme, the stuff that I like was trying to be popular in. I was following all that kind of accounts to like build my own account up, but it just made me feel bad about my own, so I just stopped following everyone, and now I just post what I want to post, which is good. Definitely. Instead, watch TikTok compilations on YouTube. I watch TikTok on Instagram because people re-upload it. I'm trying real hard not to download TikTok for that reason. I just watch it on Instagram, watch all the TikTok videos on there. How many rows do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 sec, my sister just texted me and I have to reply to her because reasons. Sorry, one sec. Cool. Sorry. Good work, Laura. Me too. I don't even do that curated account thing. Just post my life. Yeah, I can't. I don't care enough to curate it anymore. I tried to do that at the beginning of my Instagramming, and it got to a point where I was like, well, I can't post that. It doesn't fit with my theme. I can't post that. It doesn't fit with my theme. Oh, I should post this first. Oh, I should delete that so that I can post the other. No. Now I just post the things I want to post. Which, unfortunately, when I'm depressed, is less. So if you notice, there's not anything posted for a while on my Instagram because I don't have anything that I want to share. Sorry, hubby was calling me from work. I'm cooking and taking him and his partner dinner tonight. Hubby was calling from work. I'm cooking and taking him and his partner to dinner tonight. Are you in an open relationship, Brittany? Taking him and his partner out for dinner? That's interesting. I'd like to hear more. Slinky, quiche for breakfast. Bruschetta snack, I love bruschetta. Then turkey stuffing, apple pie, mashed potatoes, and some vegetables. Oh, work partner, okay. Well, I don't know. You could be a progressive, polyamorous person. I don't know. You do you. He works for the fire department. Oh, nice. So if he did have a partner in the fire department, you know that they'd be in shape anyway. I was wondering too, I wasn't sure. Everyone is welcome to come eat. I spend holidays with my in-laws, never with my family. I miss them and I wish that I could be with them, and it's always something I have to deal with before the holiday gets here so I can enjoy the day. I'm sorry, that sucks, Marshall. But at the same time, it's good that you have your in-laws to spend the time with. It's good to have somebody anyway, right? They've got a new calendar out. Love me some firemen. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Sorry, it's been a while since I've been in the chat. Brittany says, we both work in the public service. I'm a paramedic. He's a firefighter, EMT. That's stressful, but I'm also glad you're back in the chat. Welcome back. Sorry, my sister texted me again. I have to reply. Cool. Sorry. I don't think I could ever be a paramedic. There's too much stress. It's just a lot. But you're like a hero. Like you've probably like saved people's kid. You know what I mean? Like a legit hero to someone. Kind of a crazy thought, isn't it? Anyway, it got cold yesterday morning. It was cold during the day. And then last night when we went out for our walk in the evening with Thunder, it was like warm. The temperature needs to make up its mind. Is it winter or is it not winter, you know? I just don't know. Also, the dye I tried making from geranium leaves and vinca vines ended up just turning murky brown overnight and smelled like a bad fart. Lol, fail. That sucks, I'm sorry. A boring brown. I haven't heard anything about geranium leaves making any color, but, I mean, it's always worth trying, right? Came back to a very guilty-looking Millicent. She had been licking my plate. Millicent, you're supposed to be a service dog. I guess she was providing a service. She was being a dishwasher. Thunder's too small to ever get to any of our plates. And even if I put the plate on the floor and offer it to him, he's scared of it because it's so big compared to him. It has to be put on the floor for Thunder to eat it. Like if I put a big chunk of meat on a plate, Thunder won't eat it. It needs to be on the floor because he's mostly useless as a dog. I'm excited that this is the last red one I need to make for the Granny Square. Oh. The Granny Square, what's it called? Stocking. I guess I still have to put white around the ends of them, don't I? If she can reach it, she eats it, almost whatever it is. I've tried to get Thunder to not be afraid of plates by like putting peanut butter on it so that he can lick the plate without it moving. Because when he tries to grab something off the plate and it like rolls on the plate, it scares him because he's very not smart. So I've tried putting like peanut butter on the plate. Don't worry, peanut butter before they put poison sugar in it, so that he could lick it off the plate without the plate like moving or the peanut butter moving. I couldn't trick him. My geraniums are all blooming, confused flowers. Marshall, yes, I'm so grateful for them. They support me in everything I do. I just received my knitting machine in the mail yesterday, so after dinner I'm gonna open it and then open it there, hoping we can make a hat together. Oh, that's a cool idea. Fun little after dinner activity. My sister has been making hats. She does not on a knitting machine, but on like those knitting looms. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Awesome. On the knitting looms she uses, and she's been making hats on that. Yesterday she was showing me a couple that she made and they look super cute. A knitting machine sounds fun though, because once you like set it up, you can just like turn it, right? Big stretch. Okay. So what next? What are we gonna make next? I finished the red granny squares. How many green granny squares do I have again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so I'm actually done my granny squares because I need to make only one more and I need to do that on camera. So I finished my granny squares for the pattern, so that means I can film that today, which is great. How am I going to put it together? I'm thinking with white yarn. Isn't that cute? It's going to be like this. And then red, obviously. Well, that's good. I'm glad that's done anyway. One thing off the list. And now I have, is that a 6mm? No, that's 5.5. 5.0, okay, I guess we'll do 5.5. And what can I make with a 5.5? Oh, excuse me. I don't know. What do you guys think I should make next? I don't want to work on my avocado sweater. I'm not in the mood. You know what I want to do? I want to make another one of those lace triangle scarves. Frida, do you think you could talk me through that again? I got my first Christmas card today. That's cool, Brittany. That's nice. Christmas card season, so exciting. The triangle scarves are adorable. I agree, and I want to make another knitted one. Just like for fun, not for a tutorial. And this was a fail because I didn't have enough yarn to finish it, so I can Frida, probably. You can probably talk me through how to start it again. That lace. Rebecca, I think it was you and Frida, wasn't it? Helping me through starting the triangle scarf. The lace triangle scarf. With my fat knitting needles. This is my practice knitting. It won't be lacy. I think I want to make it out of this. Like a big chunky thing. I think that would be fun, don't you think? Have to going to cook, so I'll still be listening. Sounds good, Alex. What you making? Jenna, I think I want to make another triangle scarf, but the knitted kind where you start with 0 stitches and then you do some magic in order to increase the stitches. I don't remember. Frida, do you remember? You need 1 stitch on the, my house smells like apple pie. That's awesome. I know you need 1 stitch on the needle to start. Yes, I also bought the adapter to be able to use the drill instead. Sorry, yes, I also bought the adapter to be able to use the drill instead of my arm since I have so much pain, and my father-in-law ran straight to his building and handed me a new drill when I told him about it. That's cute. There are a pair of pink Timberlands for sale, secondhand, 45, my size. Very good. 1 slip knot. Yeah, I got 1 slip knot. And then I'm gonna, hold on. I'm gonna start not doing it continental. Hold on, I remember part of it. Then I put it over to the one side, right? Do 1 stitch. Well, that's cool. Do you just do a bunch of yarn overs to increase it? I don't know. That's what Frida's gonna tell me. I hope, Frida. If you remember, we did it together last time. That's how I was able to do it. 1 slip knot. I got that part. Hold on. Another text. You need to do that triangle thing with your fingers, but yarn overs works too. I don't know what the triangle thing with your fingers is, but I'm gonna do a yarn over because that's what I know how to do. Yarn over, good. And then what? Have a long end of yarn, okay. Why? Oh, because that's what's gonna make, how long of an end? Okay, I can do this, I can do this. I'm gonna be donating them to the shelters and to the homeless. That's lovely. Okay, so I have a slip knot part complete. Ooh, what, Frida, what is the triangle thing? I've got my slip knot, then I put my needle in, I yarn over with the working yarn, not the tail, right? And then I put it over onto the other needle. Magic to increase. I don't know what that is. I don't know what it is. Okay, and then I think it's like, hold on. You have a second, hold on. Okay, and then yarn over. Nope, that's gonna just make it 1 stitch. I feel like I'm gonna just Google it on the Pinterest. Pinterest is gonna have instructions for it, I bet. Knitted, simple, lace, triangle, shawl. Because it's a lace knit, right? A lace stitch. We can do this. God bless Pinterest, totally. Video secondhand store, pink, my favorite color. What's your size? Hold on. Okay, tell me the whole story of how you learned to knit. Good, thank you. Now to the instructions, please. Oh god, I hate ads. Okay. I don't want the video tutorial, I just want the instructions. There isn't instructions. You have to watch a video. I don't want to watch a video. Beginner lace shawl. Let's see, beginner lace shawl. How about that? Yeah, but I don't want to watch a video right now, Frida. Bind off, cast on, knit. Knit front and back loop. Okay, hold on. I could do this. I believe cast on 5 stitches. Well, how come this one starts with 5 stitches instead of 0 stitches? Man, I don't understand any of this stuff. You found a good one, but I don't wanna. Sorry, this is boring, friends. slip on. Got it. Then we're going to knit 1 stitch. That part I understand. Cool. And now we're going to, I don't remember. Gosh, I figured it out last time from you guys explaining it. Then there's 1 stitch. And I'm supposed to do something to increase, but I don't know what that is. This is how I'm feeling, like this. I could do a crochet triangle. Those are cute. That'd be a cute pattern too. I'll do a triangle on crochet. I'll learn how to do it in knitting later. I can do it in crochet now, so that's fine. Well, I think I can. How do I start a crochet triangle? Ugh, everything is videos. It's okay, Frida, don't worry about looking. I'm gonna just start a triangle crocheted with a 5.5mm hook. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slip stitch the round together. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then we're going to do 1. I think I can do this. So what's everybody else doing as I figure out how to crochet a triangle here? 1, 2, 3, and then there will be 1, 2, 3. So I stopped taking my birth control a few days ago because hubby and I have decided 2022 looks good for a baby. That's so exciting. Oh, congratulations. Oh, that's so exciting. The first step, pulling the goalie. That's what my little sister calls it. Pulling the goalie. I thought that was very funny. Oh, okay, cool. Let me see. Wrap around, good. Okay, cool. I don't want to do that right now. Sorry, Frida. Cool video, cool picture instructions. I don't want to do it now. It stressed me out. That's very exciting though. Now it's time to make all the adorable baby stuff. Absolutely. Okay, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's so exciting and terrifying and exciting and terrifying. 2022 sounds like a good year for a baby. That's what I keep telling my sisters. If everyone could just have a baby real quick, please, I'd appreciate it. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Then we will attach. Anyway, I don't know what else to talk about. I feel like I'm out of topics. Does anyone else have something they could bring up that would be 1, 2, 3. Interesting for the group. 1. Sorry if you're counting stitches also. I'm just gonna make a triangle. We've been talking about it since we were dating, so it's kind of weird that we're finally going for it. That is totally weird and totally exciting though. Like, ooh, exciting and scary at the same time. 1, 2, 3. Let's see if this works. This triangle idea I have. Right? Because when you would have started, it would have just been like, oh, maybe someday. Someday we'll have kids. That's exciting. I think he's a bit more stressed about it. We both have some current concerns about fertility, but don't know until you try. Well, yeah, you don't know until you try. And it might be fine, you know? I'm sure it'll be fine. But that is also stressful. Even though you decide you're ready, your body might be like, meh, no, not today. Brittany, just have fun. Try not to stress about it. Yeah, have a lot of fun. Over and over again. And then eventually, hopefully, it will result in a baby. That's the approach I'm taking. Pick in Discord. Let's have a look in Discord, shall we? Oh, look at that doggy, or doggy. What are you saying, Laura? Look at that kitty. Oh, I have a kitty watching me. That's cute. What's this kitty's name? Oh, I love the house, Frida. That turned out so well. That's so cute, your little house. Your little silver house. Holy moly, Louisa, a full-on glove? That's intense. That's an intense pattern. That's a lot of teeny tiny in the rounds. Jeez Louise. Wow. By the way, everyone, if you haven't clicked the like button yet, please do. Thank you. Please and thank you. I didn't see that house yet, Frida, or the cat watching the stream, which is adorable. Ovulation tests. Right? I don't even know if anything is functioning for me. I mean, it might be. But who's to say until you try? You don't know until you try. I'm a nerd, so I can't wait to see what I can find. Right? Oh, as far as crochet patterns. Okay. Yeah, also, right? Totally. There's so many awesome. If you search the, there's a website called vintagecrochetpatterns.com, and it has lots of baby ones that are like so dated, but like baby bonnets and baby onesies all crocheted, lace baby receiving blankets, like all these things that are like very 1960s, 1970s, but you can search by decade. It was like 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s, I think they had. It was really cool. Cool website. I wanted for so long to make them, but not in a heavy yarn. Well, it looks cool. It just looks like way more work than I am confident with. That could be super cute for like an old style photo shoot. Totally, which when you have a baby, I'm sure you will want to do old style photo shoots and new style photo shoots and all styles of photo shoot. 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2. I think I figured out this triangle. I don't love how thick this yarn is, but I think that's okay. I think once it's all together, it'll be okay. Ooh, Ravelry too, totally. Ravelry will have a lot. I just remember, I think it was last year, it might have been the year before when we found that 1, 2, 3 vintagecrochetpatterns.com. And if it still exists, it probably still exists because it was really cool. But if it still exists, it was really cool when I saw it. I've been incredibly lucky to have some amazing photos taken for very little because I will volunteer for their weird artsy stuff to do portfolio work. That's cool. Not that I would mind paying for their art. It's also nice to just have fun. Totally, that's really cool. I have some amazing photographer friends I hope I can bribe with for some random shoots. Hey, if you're helping them with portfolio building stuff, then it's a fair exchange. You're helping them, they're helping you, everybody wins. This is very thick yarn. It's like a bit too chunky for this, I feel like. My Ravelry library is huge, is it? I kind of stopped using Ravelry. I feel like I stopped enjoying it, and then I just stopped going on, and then since I stopped going on, I stopped thinking about it, so now I just don't use it as a resource anymore. I know it's still useful, I just stopped using it, so now I don't think of it. I'll share a pic of one I did in my wedding dress in a cemetery for a friend. That's cool. They were like, I want a cemetery photo shoot with a wedding dress, so if you do that, I'll give you couples photos. That would be funny. Ooh, I wonder what that looks like. I'm excited to see, actually. Okay, you guys are gonna have to tell me if this looks too thick after I finish this round of double crochets here. I had a black dress, so it fit. Oh, cool. Goth. A black wedding dress? That must have been cool. It's like a lot of black fabric. You know, wedding dresses, they're just like so much fabric that like any color of wedding dress, it's like bizarre looking because there's so much fabric. Like a red wedding dress, it's just like so much red all at once. A black wedding dress, so much black all at once. I don't use the forums anymore, but I look for patterns when I need one. Fair. I never participated in the forums on Ravelry. I'm sorry. I'm like very not good at being in the fiber space, obviously. Okay, and then there. Here, let me show you what this looks like, and you tell me if this looks too thick for what I'm doing. It's just a triangle. For like a poncho type thing. Come on, you could focus, camera. I think it's flat. I know it doesn't like make it look very flat, but I think it actually is flat. What do you think? Well, it was great for selling yarn. Was it really? Ravelry? I didn't realize it was a for sale for physical thing. Oh, I know you could buy patterns. Do you see these? Whatever this part of my mullet is, this is the part I'm not a fan of right now. I think it looks great. I feel like it's hard to work with though because it's such a thick yarn. It makes me not want to work with it. But I don't know what I would want. I think this is gonna have to be something I use the knitting needles for. It's just, it feels too thick. What else could I make? What could I make just for, oh, for a Christmas gift. I have to make Christmas gifts still for my sisters because we're doing handmade this year. I can't even pull it apart. I hate that about wool when it's so tight. What could I make for one of my sisters? Do I have any soft yarn? No, not really. I guess I could use that brown one and this bluish gray one to make something. Oh, this is such a comfy vest. Ooh, let me have a look at those photos. By the way, join the Discord by joining the Patreon. It's $2 a month, and you get access to the Discord so you can share photos in there, just like these beautiful black wedding dress photos. Oh my gosh, those are so cool. Oh, I like the glitter one. So cute. Oh, I like the one with the veil too. So moody. What a beautiful dress. Such a pretty dress. I love the black veil. I like that you went all out with it. Pretty. Oh, fantastic. You could buy commercial space for affordable, and the exact right people saw it. I don't have a place like that to advertise jewelry. Oh, it was biodegradable confetti. Even better. Biodegradable confetti is even better. Then you're not putting plastic anywhere. 300 online. Wow, that's awesome. Good deal. Pretty dress. Always good. Okay, so what could I make that would be nice for my sisters? What would they like to have made by me out of wool? Let's have a look, shall we? Any suggestions? Oh, excuse me. Okay. Brown and blue. Could make hand warmers. I could make a casserole cozy. So gorgeous photos and you in that marvelous dress. Beautiful. Those black wedding dresses are so beautiful. Totally. That's a beautiful dress. Okay, give me a sec while I figure this out, friends. I'm sorry this is not entertaining. I just need to Google, literally, well, Pinterest. I call it Googling everywhere. Christmas gift crochet. Just helps for, not Cricut, crochet. It just helps for inspiration. Okay, I could make stockings, ornaments. I don't mean Christmas decorations, I mean Christmas gifts. What doesn't Pinterest understand? Coasters for people. Okay, I made some coasters too, super easy and was a lot of fun. I feel like my sister has coasters and my little sister does not use coasters. My older sister has like a set of coasters. She's classy. Okay, still just decorations. How about easy crochet gifts? Obviously hats. Duh. Everyone can make hats. That's the problem, is I've already made them lots of hats. How about just a wrap shawl? Something simple. Or a crocheted bag. I could do a crocheted bag. Toilet paper roll covers. That's true. That's not a bad idea. Those are cute and funny. True, that is cute and funny. Jeez Louise, the internet. Sorry everyone, not entertaining. I will entertain eventually, I promise. I don't promise. I am low energy. Oh. Granny Stitch drawstring bag. That's something my family would get a kick out of. Post an inspo pic in Discord. Let's have a look. Oh, that's cute. His name is Fumi. It means smoke in Latin, and he's a moody boy. That's cute. It's a cute idea. A little round thing for covering your toilet paper. That is cute. Hot water bottle cover. Do either of them have hot water bottles? You know what I mean? I could do a plant holder. I feel like they would both like plant holders. That could be cool. I feel like a little granny square blanket is gonna be just great. Even if it's nothing exciting, I enjoy the company. I appreciate your live stream. It gives me folks to hang out with while I'm cooking. Well, I'm glad because there is no there is no plan here right now. Wow, it's very like orange, the lighting right now. Okay, give me one more second to just 1970s my hair here. There. And then this side. I know, so entertaining. Lol, 13 people, we lost everybody. We lost the crowd. Now it's just us, friends. Nothing to see here. Okay, so 5.5 millimeters and 1 strand of skinny yarn, or 5 millimeters and 1 strand of skinny yarn. Let's do 5.5. The dedicated LML gang. Yeah, totally. Very Princess Diana, even though she was in the 90s. Thank you, Brittany. Yes, I'll take a Princess Diana vibe. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and 4. It is Granny Square season, apparently. 1, 2, and 3. Frida, did you find it or find it online? Found what? I found a black sapphire. Oh, cool. Did you find it in your stash of jewels or online? That's a good question. A black sapphire. How many colors do sapphires come in? I'm always, whenever they say like different colors of stones, I never understand how. I thought that they were like sapphires are blue, and you know, crochet Christmas bib to save their fancy clothes. They can wear them every year. That would be funny. Enough for the whole family. Christmas bibs. That would actually be really funny. Cool. I think I'm just going to do a granny square because I like that I don't have to think very much when I do a granny square. I love making amigurumi, and over the past couple of months, Marshall says I purchased patterns from top amigurumi designers for a certain price, like 77 for 10, 124 for 6, etc. It was on Ravelry. Jeez Louise, spent quite a bit on those patterns though. I mean, cool, and if you've got the disposable income to do so, that's awesome. I hope that you make all of the amigurumi from the patterns. That's something that when I get obsessed with a new thing, it's like, buy all the stuff for it. And you gotta remember to stick to it. I think I'm gonna take a nap at lunchtime again. I know that's not, like, good. When I get tired during the day, that's like depression creeping in, but I'm so tired. I'm tired like I need a nap. Yesterday I took a 2-hour nap after the stream. 1, 2, and 3. I think sapphires, emeralds, and rubies are all the same basic stone with different minerals. Okay, well, that's annoying then, that they cost $1 million. Not a million, but you know what I mean. Like, emeralds are, like, super expensive. And they're just a green, they're pretty, but they're just a green stone. Rubies, pretty, just a red stone. You know? What did I want to say? Oh, I do have something to say. Winter has almost come here. It's not quite cold yet, but all of the leaves now have dropped off the trees. Like, every single leaf fell off the day before yesterday or yesterday, and now the whole road is just completely covered in leaves. Like, if you were to be driving fast down our street right now and then you hit the brakes really fast, you'd just slide on like a slide made of leaves. It's just, there's so many leaves right now that are everywhere. And all the trees are naked. I'm going to do a pruning of the weeping mulberry, maybe later today actually, depending on the weather. What is our weather for today? Let's have a look. By the way, don't forget to like the video, please. Thank you. Oh, never mind. It's raining all day. So not today. But Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of next week, it's snowing. So probably we're going to have some snow on the ground by next week, which I'm not, like, super excited for, but at the same time, it's happening. It's all happening. Oh, excuse my yawning. Yeah, it's complicated. Frida, yeah, it's science. Minerals, science, colorful minerals. And I'm going over to my little sister's house for supper tonight, which is very exciting. Which will be fun because I like hanging out with her, but it's probably going to be cold. I've bought one pattern for $10, so 77 for $10. Oh, I thought you got 10 patterns for $77. I didn't realize you got 77 patterns for $10. I thought you got 10 patterns for $77. That's a very good deal. I thought you paid $77, and I was like, that's just a lot to pay for patterns. I know it's a good deal, like, divided, but lol. Hold on. It's a designer that I already purchased 4 more of her patterns. I make 4 to 6 a week, depending on the size. That's awesome. Marshall, I'd love to see the stuff you make. Amigurumis are so cute. I can't do it because it's like you have to have really good tension and, like, whatnot. But I do think they're very cool. My my best friend Cassia, yes, yet again, she has an amigurumi Bernie, a Bernie in his mittens. Amigurumi. One of the houses that we're going to see is actually really close to my other very dear friend, who you guys have heard of her. I don't know if I've said her name, so I'm not gonna. But close to where my other very dear friend lives, her house, so that would be cool. It's not quite walking distance, but it's pretty close. So if I could be close to Cassia walking, like, driving distance, and close to my other best friend, that would be amazing, because then I could see them both regularly, which would be very cool. I don't know if I got off topic there, but, you know, the house hunt. Candace, me! Honest, we did look at a place in St. Catharines, Candace. We just decided it had no storage and was too small. But we did look at a place. And it was a cute little house. It didn't have any storage, so it didn't make sense. Oh, burn. Lol. Yeah, but we did look at a place. So that's something. We considered living in St. Catharines. It is far, like, from everybody except for my parents, but also it's the only house that I really liked that we were searching for. It had 0 closets. So imagine though, wouldn't that be amazing, Candace? Want to go out for coffee this morning? That would be fun. No way I couldn't afford that, lol, yes. And 124 patterns for $6. Yes, see, I thought you were saying 6 patterns for $124. I was like, that's a lot of money. Where can I send you pics? I made Birdie too, Baby Yoda. I love making dolls. I just made a big elephant. It's gorgeous. Making dolls is, like, stuffed animal amigurumi is, like, my favorite. You could share, do you have Instagram? If you have Instagram, you could send them to me on Instagram and I can see them there. If you're not part of the Discord already, which is totally cool. But yeah, her little amigurumi Bernie is so cute. And she just has it sit on her bookshelf. Wouldn't that be fun to be neighbors, Candace? I think that would be fun. Just sit and crochet. Could come in for the streams. I'll be like, shh, Candace, I'm streaming. I think that would be fun. See, that makes more sense though. 77 patterns for $10. That's amazing. That's a great deal. But $77 for 10 patterns. I was thinking you were spending like hundreds of dollars on patterns. But that's a good deal. Thunder would have to love me. Yes, he would have to. Thanksgiving ruined. Oh no, AJ, what happened? I'm sorry. Good morning, by the way. Happy Thanksgiving. What happened that ruined it? To be fair though, family big dinners are like perfect for ruining everything, you know. When you have the whole family together, it's ripe and ready to be ruined. Am I right? So no grandma house, no nothing. What happened? Marshall, I'm making a gingerbread octopus. It's so cute. Yes, I have IG. I'll send them. And yes, after the new year, I will be joining. Awesome. That's awesome. Gingerbread octopus. How do you make a gingerbread octopus? AJ, tell us what happened. Or don't if you don't want to, and then we can just talk to cheer you up. That's okay too. My mom and her parents got in a fight, then my twin picked a fight with her. Yep. Picked a fight with her partner. Great. Just family fighting is always the way of Thanksgiving and Christmas and Easter. Easter's usually pretty peaceful, I think. But Thanksgiving and Christmas, all bets are off. I'm sorry that it ruined your Thanksgiving. Are you and your twin able to go to your grandma's house for Thanksgiving if everybody else isn't going, or is it only all or nothing? That sucks. I love food. So we're stuck at home because mom's really upset. Oh, okay. That sucks. That really sucks. I'm sorry. Family drama. By the way, I'm making a granny square blanket again. Well, what can we do to cheer you up, AJ? What are you gonna do today instead? Do some crochet maybe? Also, Marshall, what is your current project? You're doing an octopus. What was the last thing you made then? That was amigurumi. I wish I had like a story to tell so that I could just sit here and chat with you guys, but I can't think of anything to talk about. I don't know what would be a good story. Because I like to tell stories, but my brain is kind of foggy because I'm sad, so I can't think of like things. I'm not like able to draw on anything. No, it's all or nothing. I'm sorry, AJ. Okay, I'm going to my mother-in-law's and ready for tons of laughter. It'll be brown, then doing white edging on the tentacles and all around the body with a red bow on her head. Oh, white edging on all the tentacles like the icing. That's cute. Well, Marshall, have a good rest of your day and happy Thanksgiving. AJ, is there any chance for it to be recovered before dinner time, or is it for sure done? Oh, the elephant, right. Backup plan is to crochet some bags. I mean, it's a backup plan anyway. I think my plan for today, since it's not Thanksgiving here, that sucks, I'm sorry to hear. It's very frustrating. Totally, Brittany. I think my plan for today, since it's not Thanksgiving for me, because I'm in Canada and Thanksgiving was in October for us, I think I'm going to take an hour-long nap after the stream just to rejuvenate myself. And then I'm going to try and film something before dinner at my sister's. It's 11 o'clock now. So probably from 1 until 2 I will take a nap. I may be sparse next week at the beginning. My daughter is coming for a visit and she's exhausting. That's funny. Candace, that's nice though that you'll get to see her. And also LOL, I bet you that's how my mom describes me, exhausting. I'm working on the octopus and the clown doll right now. Ooh, a clown doll. No thank you. Worst ways to spend a day? Yeah, I mean, that's true. I'm sorry though, AJ, that sucks. Especially when you look forward to all the food. And the dessert. That's the part that sucks. I would like dessert. You know what I want? A blueberry cheesecake. That's what I want. A whipped blueberry cheesecake. If someone could really quick just get me a whipped blueberry cheesecake, that would be great. I don't know if you can get them anywhere. My sister makes them, and they're very yummy. That's what I want. I wish we had Postmates here. There we go. We're getting somewhere. Little granny square. I think this could end up being like a huge blanket, actually. Which would be nice, because there's still like a huge amount of yarn. That'd be cool. I made my husband Yoshi from Mario Bros. It's over 2 feet tall. Oh my god, that's huge. A 2 foot tall Yoshi, that's actually gotta be really cute. Yoshi is adorable. Aw, you could do Kirby. I'm trying to think of what other amigurumis would be cute to have. Pretty much any cartoon character toy, right? There's a dragon pattern on Etsy I want to buy. It's massive. A massive dragon. Does it have wings and everything? Well, I guess without wings it would just be a lizard, wouldn't it? A giant mushroom? Totally. Oh, true. Any giant vegetables or fruit would be fun. A bat with wings, that would be cute. Anything with wings would be cute. Postmates, like Mates. It's like where you can order anything in the world and someone will go buy it for you and bring it to you. Like, not in the world, but like in your town. You could be like, I want, well, I guess it's kind of like Uber Eats, but it's like for anything. I need a notepad from Staples. Like, it's just anything. Totoro amigurumi. It was my first gift for my HB hubby. Is that what hubby is? HB? I still haven't watched that. I don't know why I've put it off so much. You guys have suggested that I watch that and Spirited Away. There's another one on that list. There's a few on that list, let's be honest. I've never heard of it before. Yeah, it's like it's just a thing where they will send you stuff, whatever you buy. Oh my god, that's huge! That's so cool! That's like a full dragon! Oh my god, imagine how much yarn that used. That's crazy. That's really cool. That's very cool. Brittany, that's really cool. Do you have Instacart? It's similar. Instacart. I think we have Instacart. I don't think I've ever used Instacart. Those movies are like my comfort movies. Frida keeps recommending them. Every time I'm like, what should I watch? It's like the list, that list of movies. And I still haven't. And every time I write them down, like, don't forget to try and watch them. If they're comfort movies, I want to watch them. And I don't know why I keep putting it off. Foundations, the Netflix show or the Apple TV show, whatever it's on, is getting boring. It's like too vast to enjoy. Staples is on Instacart here. Oh, okay, cool. Well, it's not the same as Postmates, and I want Postmates. I like the idea. It sounds cool. I don't know, maybe Instacart is the same thing. I should probably check it out. Overton Fancies on Etsy. That dragon is crazy. That's such a cool pattern. I guess I didn't really think of amigurumi as like huge. I thought it always as like little, cute little stuffed animal type things. But that's crazy. That's like a huge dragon. Like the size, for those of you who don't have the Discord, so you don't know what I'm talking about, we have a Discord group for chatting and for showing off what you're working on and stuff. And the picture posted is like a dragon big enough for like a 4-year-old kid to ride on, like a big dragon, but it's amigurumi, which I think is cool. I am not someone who is good at joining in the round invisibly, so amigurumi is not something that I feel like I'd be very good at. $13 pattern, but worth it. For something that huge, totally. Although you'd only ever want to make one. You know what I mean? Like, I bet you the person who made it just made that one, counted her stitches, and was like, I'm calling it a day, put it to the testers. There was no rough copy and good copy for that dragon. By the way, I see that we've got a few more people in the stream now. Hello, nice to have you. Don't forget to like the video as you come in. I would appreciate. And also, what are you working on if you're new? I wonder how long that dragon would take to make. Maybe not that long. I feel like it's probably about the size of like a big sweater, you know? So maybe it only takes the amount of yarn that a big sweater would take. I don't know. I've made things 5 feet long. That's crazy. Like what? What would you make that's 5 feet long, amigurumi? Hit the subscribe and you can join the chat in here. Totally, Candice. Yeah, if you want to join the chat and talk about what you're working on or whatever, subscribe to the channel and that allows you to join in the chat. Take 5 minutes, then you can join the fun. Yes, exactly, Candice. Thank you. Candice, my cheerleader. And I'm working on a granny square blanket. That is what I'm doing. In case you was wondering. But yeah, definitely subscribe because we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere with the subscribers these days. You want to know how many we're at now? Let's have a look together. I don't know if you guys can see it on your screen. I can't. Oh, 63,713. I think by Christmas, we could be at 65,000 by Christmas. I don't know if we will, but we could be at 65,000 by Christmas, which would be crazy and cool. So you should subscribe to help us get to that goal. I made a mermaid blanket last year. Hold on, did I do chain 2? Yes. Using multiple strands of pretty colors, and it came out great. A mermaid blanket, like the tail blankets where there's a tail. That's double obvious, Laura. A whole unicorn, a 5-foot unicorn. Oh my god, imagine. I didn't even think about that. You can make crazy cool toys for your kids. Or in my case, for my nieces and nephews. None of them exist yet, but someday they will, and I can practice amigurumi and make really cool toys for them. I want to see this unicorn, honestly. 1, 2, 3. I saw a lady make a life-size Thanos. No. Okay, let me search that. Amigurumi Thanos. Amigurumi. Thanos. Give me a full-size Thanos, not a child-size Thanos. Huge. How about Thanos huge? Nope, doesn't want to show me a life-size amigurumi of Thanos. Unfortunately. Link in Discord. Hello, Wei. I'm knitting a blanket in the round. I'm at 720 stitches around. Hopefully I'm on the last color. 720 stitches around. That's gotta be pretty big. Oh my god, that's like... What? Why? Why does that exist? That's so creepy. A full-size Thanos? That's really creepy. That's so cute, though. That someone made it. Can you imagine being like almost done working in the round on like a empty full-size Thanos? That'd be so weird. So cold, pitch black, just me and Millicent, headlamp, and all the reflects. Well, glad you're taking us with you there, Frida, and the fact that it's pitch black and freezing, it makes me sad for you. But that is coming my way soon. No yarn in the mailbox. The heartbreak. The heartbreak. That's a big in the round, by the way, Way. Is it we or Way? I feel like Way is how my brain wants to pronounce your name. But working on a blanket in the round, is it like, if it's, well, it's in the round, do you mean it's like a full circle? Or is it like, what shape is it? An oval, a circle, or I guess a diamond could be worked in the round. I mean, a granny square is worked in the, I guess it's worked in the square. I know what I mean. Do you know what I mean? Sorry there was no yarn in the mailbox, Frida. That is disappointing. Oh, gosh. I really hope the place that we see tomorrow is the one. Wish me luck, friends. Although I'll ask you to wish me luck tomorrow anyway. 3, okay. This is starting to come along. It's still not the size of a blanket or anything. It's a square. Okay, cool. In my head, I just was imagining this huge, like, circle. Well, I am at round, like, 6 or 7 now, and this is where mine is looking. Good luck. Thanks, Frida. Hopefully it's all gonna work out, all gonna fall into place. I'm sure it will. Maybe I'm tired because I haven't had my tea. I would love to have a tea. A cup of tea would help. Maybe I'll go for a cup of tea after the stream today. Fingers crossed on the house. Thank you, Louisa. Yes, fingers crossed we can find ourselves a new house before the week is out. The one that we saw last night, the landlord was like, yeah, also it's empty already, obviously, so you can move in whenever. And I was like, okay, cool. That's a good thing. Where is your tea man, Butler Alex? Unfortunately, right now, I have not unpacked our kettle, and we are not currently using the kitchen, so I don't have tea. There have been rules, new ground rules, and the kitchen is now not part of where we are, so I need to find our kettle so that Alex can bring me tea. No, Timmy's closed. Yeah, well, that's the next step, is going to Timmy's, but he hasn't done that yet because it's only been a couple days, and I haven't asked him to yet. It will have to be Timmy's. There's a McDonald's close, so maybe we'll get McDonald's tea. You want to see something interesting? This hair that is lighter is actually like underneath now. Isn't that cool? It's like a highlight. Every time I see it in the viewfinder, I'm like, do I have highlights? No, just one. Oh, holy hell, that sucks. I just can't. Yep. Yep. Same. Yep, Frida. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. So it's a low light. No, it's a low. No, it's an underlight. Right, a low light, an underlight. I think it was a highlight, and then I changed where my part is. But yeah, it's difficult. We're in a weird situation, and it's not as easy as if you just say what you want to say. It's not that situation. So that's what's happening. So hopefully the house tomorrow is going to be the right one. It's going to be the house that we want, the house that we need. The house will be the perfect one, hopefully. But yeah. That's that. It looks like it's already raining, by the way, which is not ideal. Because I don't like the rain when I don't have a garden. Oh gosh. I also have to vacuum today. I feel like today will be a good day for vacuuming. Underlight. Low light. Not a highlight. On the site there are life-size dolls. That feels so weird to crochet though. Can you imagine like working on the arm of a life-size doll, just like a full arm? I mean, I guess Louisa, was it you making the gloves? Louisa, you could technically just keep going on your gloves and it would be an amigurumi arm. If you stuff it, it's an amigurumi arm. It's funny. Or you're working on like Thanos' head. It would be weird. Just on the bus or on the subway. Oh, I'm just crocheting Thanos' head. Don't worry about it. Nothing to see here, friends. Getting somewhere, getting somewhere. I can only imagine. It's like making a sleeve, no? Yeah, like making a sleeve in the round. I don't like working in the round though. It never looks right when I do it. Yeah, totally. But you could decide, Candace, on size. Do you do extra stitches? Lol. You could, if you want to. Thanos is larger than life. So cringy. Decrease the size? Yeah, give Thanos a tiny, teeny tiny. That's silly. Oh, by the way, I know we talk about it yesterday? Did you guys like Tuesday's video? The bundle dyeing eco printing video? I mean, I liked it, but I made it. My smoke alarm is being super fussy today. That's annoying. I hate that. We had an apartment where anytime we showered or turned on the oven or boiled water, the fire alarm would go off, and it was like, it's a hot shower. It's not smoke, it's steam. I'm gonna go for a walk with the husband, need some fresh air. See you soon. Big hugs. Bye. Have a great rest of your day, Louisa. Enjoy your walk. Candace, yes. I'm glad you liked it, Candace. I liked it too, except for when it made me feel sad to watch because I was looking at the farm. Seriously, that farm was a dream. I don't know how we lucked out so much on that farm at the time. Obviously, like, we can't have it forever, but, you know. I'm blanching kale. It thinks the whole house is on fire. It's like, calm down. It's just kale. You don't need to the whole house. I hate that. But also, thank you for keeping us safe. Fire and alarms. Dang, the one bedroom beside me is open. Ugh. But it's a one bedroom. I need two. I need one for Alex and one for our bed. Wow. Oh my goodness. You know what I need? A chiropractor. That's what I need. And a good back massage. And a Big Mac. I want a Big Mac right now. A Big Mac and a bacon and egg McMuffin. I'm hungry. I mean, I know I had the mini wheats, but it's just not the same, you know? Heading out for Thanksgiving things. Okay, bye, Rue. Have a good rest of your day. Enjoy. If you had a chance to get a 2 the size of mine, it's pretty big. Stop. About the snacks, Candace. Stop. Tasty snacks. Well, it's not Thanksgiving here, so I don't have to think about turkey. I want to think about fast food and eating junk because I'm sad, and when you're sad, you should eat junk. Isn't that how it works? I think that's how it works. When you're sad, you should eat junk, and I'm sad. So, poor me. Poor Laura. Here's a Big Mac. Oh wow, that's a big balcony. My arms are stuck in the back massager, so little quiet. They're stuck in the back massager? What? Is that so you can't type? I need a middle back massage. Like, when has that been a thing? It's always been low back or neck. Now it's like my whole middle back. I turned 50 all at once. But she just typed. It's big, full sun all afternoon. That sounds lovely. So you can have plants. I do love my plants, as you know. That was another thing that we're keeping, no vibration typos, lol. That's another thing we're keeping in mind as we look for houses is where are the windows facing and is there enough light for my plants, because I'm not getting rid of any more plants. I've already gotten rid of so many plants. It's the kind with straps so you can apply pressure and move it. Oh, cool. I feel like that's something I should get, is like a really good chair attachment back massager. This is pretty, isn't this pretty? This is all dyed with black walnuts. I have 4 different back massagers. I have back problems. Okay. Well, I don't have back problems yet. Not officially. Just complaining. Just the complaining kind. That is so pretty. Well, I hope that whichever sister gets it will think so too. And it's organically, naturally dyed, so I can pressure them again into having babies and be like, this will be safe to put on your baby because it's dyed with natural things. Please make me a niece or nephew. You crocheting it by unknitting that piece? No, I'm not. This is a separate ball of yarn. The ball of yarn's just rolling around on the floor. Oh, Cassia told me, the friend who is babysitting Peekaboo, by the way, or fostering her, if you will, she said that Peekaboo is still very shy and she hasn't eaten very much. And I was like, she's very fat, so she can handle not eating for a little while, but I feel bad for her because she's so shy she doesn't want to come out to eat. And she even has her own bedroom. It's not like she needs to come out with the rest of the crew. She has her own space. I felt so bad for her. But it makes me laugh because my friend is so concerned about how Peekaboo's doing. Like, will she be okay? She just hasn't eaten very much, and I just want her to be okay. And I'm like, she's definitely one of the fattest cats I've ever seen. I'm sure she's going to be just fine. But at the same time, it's sweet that my friend is like, sorry, I got my yarn tangled on a cable, and now I have to fix it. How did that happen? Okay. Okay. There. Got it. Cool. I have one of those you could put on a chair. It's lovely, but some days when I'm rich, I'm gonna get one of those whole chair kind. Oh yeah, just like melt into the chair. That sounds like a good idea. One day when I'm rich. Like a lazy boy, but the whole thing has different vibration settings so that you can just get a deep tissue massage while sitting down. Anyway, Peekaboo's in good hands, but my friend is very sweet for worrying about her. Frida, exactly. Oh, I can hear the truck. The garbage truck is here. Oh, also some really good news. So I've been going to my little sister's house more often than usual, and we don't usually bring Thunder since we could leave him at the farm and Thunder doesn't like other dogs. But since we can't leave him here when we leave, we have to take him with us. So we've been doing that, and when I go to my little sister's, I bring him with us, and yesterday he freaked out at the other dogs that are there, but not for long. Like, he got over it, which is awesome. I hope Alex is going to visit her. Oh, to go visit Peekaboo? Well, yeah, anytime that we go anytime I go to visit Cassia, Alex comes anyway. Because Cassia and Alex are also friends. So yes, he will see her. But anyway, Thunder freaked out a little less than he did the time before. And my little sister, she's very chill, so like when her dogs are screaming and Thunder is screaming, we don't get upset about it. Like, we can just like sit there and wait for them to calm down. As opposed to like if we were at someone else's house and we were embarrassed about the noise and like going like shh, shh, try to be quiet. We're both able to just wait it out, and we've been waiting it out. And yesterday, Thunder kinda was okay. So I think today he's probably going to be even better. Also, I did his nails with one of those grinder things instead of my sister has one of those little grinders for doggy fingernails. Instead of doing a cut like with a nail trimmer. And oh my gosh, his little nails are so cute. He got a little pedicure, and now all of his nails are small and rounded, and he looks like a little baby animal. He's very cute. But yeah, he might get along with my little sister's dogs. I mean, one of them he'll get along with anyway, because it's just the most low energy, adorable, sweet dog ever. But she has another dog that's like very high energy and very excitable, and Thunder doesn't like that. But they're getting used to each other. Did you paint them? No, I didn't paint his nails, but I stared at them for like a while. Do you guys want to see his little paws? They're so cute now. Like, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you because his paws are very, very cute because the nails are so little and they just, it looks so cute. Thunder, do you want to show everybody your manicure? Oh, were you sleeping? Were you sleeping, my baby? Hi. Hi. Hi, mister. What are you doing? Hi. Oh, so handsome. It's so nice to see you. Hi. Come here. What are you doing hiding your face? You're so cute. What are you doing? Hi. Are you a sleepy boy? Where are you going? Bless you. Where are you going? Come here. Come here. Oh, my sweet boy. Oh, my sweet boy. Oh, so sweet. Let me see those cute little toes. Hold on. Look at those cute little toes. Look at those cute little fingernails. Look at that pedicure. Oh, so sweet and little. Even his back toes are nice and short. Oh, so cute. He's so sweet. He's like, I was sleeping. His little toe beans, of course we want to see. Oh, that happy tail. Oh, that happy boy. Oh, you sweet boy. Were you sleeping? Were you dreaming of me? I don't know. You smelling around for those mini wheats? You already had yours. Can we kiss? Thank you. Can I have another? Thank you. He's a very smart boy. Oh, doesn't he look skinny because he has a big collar on? He's staring at the mini wheats. The mini wheats are over there. Looking for leftover. Do you want another mini wheat? Do you hear that when I say do you want? Do you want? Do you want a mini wheat? Here, let me get a little piece of a mini wheat. How about that? Just a little piece of one. Hello everyone, how are we today? Laura, much better today, V, much better than I've been feeling lately. Today I woke up feeling more hopeful, and it's gonna be okay, everything's gonna be okay. How are you doing? Happy Thanksgiving. Totally, English radar ears, Candace, exactly. He hears the words he knows, and he listens real good. A little fruit bat. He doesn't have any front teeth, he just has his fangs. So when he bites now, he's like biting, he's gumming. Do you like the ASMR? Is it good? Was it a good half a mini wheat? Is it stuck in your lip? No, you're good, you got it. Enjoy the ASMR. Really making him work for it. Yeah, well, he doesn't need it. He doesn't need it, does he? No, there's nothing else. This is now. Can you hold this? Can you, Thunder, can you hold this? Can you hold it? No, that's not what I meant. Can you hold it? No, no, no. Can you hold this? No, will not. Hello. He says hello too. Ugh, look at those ears. I just can't. He's the sweetest little guy. Thunder. Those, it gets Thunder. Do you want? They go right up. Do you? I love you. I love you even though you're very, very needy and very, very food driven. No more food for you, unfortunately. He almost looks like Yoda if you put a coat on him. Oh, my little babushka. There. There's his little... There. Now he's Yoda. Yoda ears to Thunder ears. Yes, absolutely. His ears are awfully Yodish. Yoda-esque. Dan. Yes, yes, I do. Whatever it is, I do. That's literally it, Frida. Okay, hold on. Let me get my legs crossed so you have a spot to sit. There you go. And now I can crochet again. And you can chill and stop looking for the mini weights. Actually, though, yes, yes, I do. I do. I love this when he hasn't lied down yet, but he rests his head wherever it fits. You just chill, buddy. You can sit here now. 1 and 2. Yes, anyway, Thunder, very cute, and he has a very good pedicure and looks beautiful, and I love his little fingernails now that the pedicure is done. And it makes me want to get the grinder because he didn't freak out the same way he does about the clippers. I mean, it was his first time seeing the grinder, so maybe it was because he didn't know what was about to happen. But yeah, he handled getting his fingernails ground down with the it's like fur dogs fingernails. It's not like a I used a weird tool for it or anything. It was for that purpose, but he didn't freak out, which was cool. Also, don't forget to like the video as you come in, friends. Please and thank you. Anyway, now that we're done with, do you want your head to go somewhere more comfortable? The word "do you" is a trigger for this little guy. I'm just gonna ignore you and work on my crochet and chat. You're not. What am I supposed to do with this dog? How am I supposed to do anything? Sorry, one sec, I'm getting a text messages, sorry. Look at the love looks. Yeah, no, they're is she gonna give me any more snacks looks. I mean, he does love me, but at the same time, he also, like, he loves food. And I think he loves food a little more than he loves me. But he loves me a lot, so. But he loves food a lot. 1 and 2. I think maybe it's a tie. Me and food. Yeah, your breath stinks, Thunder. It's a very stinky breath. That's alright, Frida. Editing pictures is a worthy endeavor. I'm a bit quiet now because I can't think of anything to say. That's my reasoning. I know it's 11:45 and I know I'm supposed to stay till 1, and by supposed to I mean I know that send all the good vibes my way. When the kid comes down, we have to get her driving on the highway. Fear for my life. At least the highway around St. Catharines is like a nice one. Like it's not a, it's like, it's fast, but it's not, there's not too many cars on it, you know what I mean? I feel like the St. Catharines driving is pretty nice. At least it was where we were, except for the exit to get on and off the highway there. Not fun. Anyway, I know it's not even 12 yet, but I'm gonna go. I'm tired and I want to take a quick nap. And if I can take a nap from 12 to 1 instead of 1 to 2, I think that would be better because then I have more afternoon to work. So I'm gonna go. I love you guys. Thank you for coming. Again, sorry that I'm a downer, but I'm a little down, so that's why. But I will see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. Happy Thanksgiving to those of you who are in the States celebrating Thanksgiving. And thank you so much to my patrons for supporting me on Patreon. I really do appreciate it. I hope you have an awesome rest of your day. And don't forget to wash your hands, especially if you're going to be hanging out with a large group of family members, because remember, safety first. Okay, that's all I got. Love you, bye.